Hey guys, drdecks here. Today we're demoing a deck, and I found something that I really think is important, so we're doing a separate video on it. If you get something out of this video or you like it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So we're right in the middle of a demo, and this deck has full plywood on top and tile, and it had a full soffit down below with no venting at all. And I think that's part of the problem, but if you look at these joist hangers, they are not doing too good. They are, I'd say, 40% rusted. I mean, there's a lot of surface rust, but I think it goes deeper than the surface. I don't know if, I can't even tell if these are a Simpson LUS 210Z or if they're just a LUS 210, because I can't read the imprint on the bottom of the joist hanger. So there's a couple things I want to show you about the construction aspect of this that I think would have helped. For one, there should have been some kind of a soffit vent at least in each joist bay. If not, a strip vent would have been nice. All the way through, that would have helped allow circulation. Now, this thing was so fully enclosed that I don't think that they may have had to put a vent on each side. We're doing our waterproof bladder system, so we're gonna have a gutter on the far end, and there's gonna be a gap, an air gap over there. We're gonna put a strip vent on this side to allow for circulation and flow of air. If we don't, then we may end up with the same exact problem that this deck has, which is bad news, because if this is a Z-Max rated hanger, it's not doing too good. It's probably 10 or probably 15 years old maybe, and eventually it's just gonna rust away and fail. And that's not good. I mean, you've got a couple nails that are holding up the joist steel if they're galvanized, but even the galvanization on those is rusting if they are galvanized because of this galvanic corrosion that's happening because it's been so moist up in this joist bay. Plus, dissimilar metal with, depending on the type of treatment that's in this treated lumber, may have been more corrosive to this bracket than modern CCA or modern chromium arsenates or different types of chemicals that they're putting in the joists, okay? Also, you can kind of see that I can put a stick right into the bottom of this. This joist hanger technically will not pass code because it has such a large gap. Now, to be honest, joists do shrink. I don't think they shrink this much, but joists will shrink and you can get gaps. But you can see on this one, the joist is fairly tight. It's got a little gap over here, but somebody just didn't install it properly. And over here, we do have a tight one to the joist. By looking at some of these, I think somebody just got lazy and put this in with this massive gap. But even in the Simpson installation guide, you're supposed to make sure that this plate is flat up against the joist when you install it. Okay, another thing I never do, there's a seam in your ledger board 2 feet, within 2 feet of the edge of the deck. Don't do that. If you're gonna put a seam in your ledger, sometimes you have to, make sure it's long enough so it gives a better support when you're attaching it to the side of the house. If you're just relying on a board that has basically this, there's not even any lags or anything, it's just nailed to the side of the house. So there's 6 nails holding this up for this 2 feet. Unacceptable. It's only holding 2 joists, but it's still a load, especially with a tile floor with cement board and plywood on top of it. That's heavier than what we're gonna put on, which is an AZEK deck. Just a little bit of information for you that just surprised me. I just looked up, we just tore the soffit out of this deck and we're tearing this whole deck off the house, thank goodness, because this is not acceptable. If I was keeping this, I would pull all these joist hangers, replace them, and put a vented soffit in here, which is what we're gonna do for the new deck. I hope that helps somebody. Think about those things. We do have a lot of new subscribers. We have do-it-yourselfers, people that have never built a deck before, and sometimes people that are helping somebody else build a deck. I get a lot of questions. So this is something that I think you can put in your arsenal and know that if you put something in the wrong environment, I don't care what it is, even if it's stainless steel, it can be detrimental. It'll last a lot longer. You're gonna pay 8 times more for a stainless steel joist hanger than you will for one of these. But depending on where you are, we are in a marine front. I just think this thing wasn't vented properly, and that's why we're having this corrosion issue. So be careful when you're enclosing things and make sure you get the proper airflow. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to like this video, share it around, and thanks for coming to our channel. Have a great day.